Everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? How is everyone tonight? Battery days in the books. My TTG fam, what's going on, everybody? How's everyone tonight? What's up, guys? Who's with me here? Was everybody watching Battery Day? Everybody watch Battery Day? Who do we got with me today? Tommy Gunn, JD, Zuga, Zun Zun, Erickson, Smoke. What up, Smoke? Sean Miller, my bro. Graham, Lonnie Herzog, Fernando, Frank Barajas, Daniel Recca, Eric Graham, Charles Memphis, Zach, Sean Miller, Martin R, Carrie Franklin, my boy R. Hurst is in the house, Martin R, Willard, Raisin Carino, Deneen Stort, Steven Johnson, Colin, yo, Mike DeRocco, what's good? Val Alvarez, Rob, Trevor, Anthony Browder, David Padilla, Snowlove. What's up, Snowlove? I haven't seen you in a minute. What's up? McHugh, don't worry. You missed Battery Day. Don't worry. We're going to talk all about it. We're going to talk all about it. My analysis from yesterday was spot on, and I hope a lot of you, I hope I saved a lot of you a lot of money today. I saved a lot of you a lot of money today. If you guys were listening to my live stream last night, I said yesterday, guys, be very wary of Tesla longs. This is a typical buy the rumor, sell the news setup. And there you have it. Tesla, 12% after hours. Big pullback from around 450 all the way down to 390, 395. Big, like $55 pullback on Tesla. And I'm ready to go after this thing tomorrow. 3 is well within reach. 3, I have my sights set on 350, that 50-day moving average test on Tesla. We're going to jump all over that thing. So hopefully I saved a lot of you a lot of money. A lot of people were messaging me, Mike, should I buy Tesla tomorrow before Battery Day? Should I buy Tesla? Should I get call options? What should I do? And I told everybody yesterday, I told everybody today also in chat, people that were telling me, I told them, guys, be careful getting long Tesla up here. This is a typical buy the rumor, sell the news type of setup. And we were spot on. So I already got a couple of messages from people in chat. I got a couple of messages from people on Twitter that were telling me, Mike, thank you, because some people that were looking to buy Tesla call options actually ended up not buying call options because of the analysis that I gave on Battery Day, and I turned out to be spot on, and I saved a lot of people a lot of money. Some people even went as far as to buy put options on the play, and they're going to be paid very, very handsomely for that tomorrow. I do still think there's further downside on Tesla now that Battery Day is behind us. It's a thing of the past now. And I think now we've got some further downside, and I'm going to be ready to jump on top of Tesla here tomorrow. So we have a lot to talk about today. We're going to be talking about Battery Day. We're going to talk about Battery Day. We're going to talk about why Tesla sold off. I'm going to talk to you guys about how I knew, or not how I knew. I didn't know. That would be bullshit if I said I know. But I just felt, like Tesla was going to pull back on Battery Day. I didn't know for sure. I don't have a crystal ball, but I want to explain to you guys why that was my analysis. I want to explain to you a little bit in further detail why that's what I thought, because I was spot on. I was dead right with what I said yesterday. So hopefully you guys were on the live stream last night. When I talked about Battery Day, I gave a whole discussion on Battery Day. I gave a whole discussion on what I thought Tesla was going to do. I even said that I think Tesla is going to pop and then sell off. And that is exactly what happened today after hours. The stock popped and then sold off hard. And that was exactly the analysis we talked about yesterday. Guys, I recommend go back, watch the live stream from yesterday where we talked about this. Go back and watch the live stream where we talked about this. We had a lot of setups that we discussed yesterday. We talked about Pinterest yesterday. We talked about AMD yesterday. We talked about Tesla yesterday. And my analysis was spot on all of them. The only analysis of mine that was wrong from yesterday was the SPY. I thought the SPY was going to push in the morning, and then I thought we are going to fade in the afternoon. We actually extended in the afternoon. So I was off on my SPY analysis, but that Tesla could not have been any more perfect. So we're going to talk about battery day. We're going to talk about why Tesla sold off. I'm going to explain to you why that was my analysis from yesterday. And then we're going to talk about two specific trading strategies that are my go-to when I'm teaching members how to be consistently profitable. These are two strategies that I really rely on big time. I rely pretty heavily on these two strategies that I'm going to go over with you. And we're going to talk about that later on in the live stream. Okay, so we've got a pretty good one in store for us. And we're going to talk about all that. So we'll talk about battery day first, and then we'll talk about we'll talk about the trading strategies that I think are crucial for you guys to be consistently profitable. But before we do that, we're going to start the live stream off same way we do every live stream, and that is with a blanket Q&A session. Guys, so go ahead. I'm going to spend about 20, 30 minutes or so with a blanket open floor Q&A session. Fire away, ask me questions, whatever's on your mind, stock related, trading related, stocks, options, you name it. Guys, fire away, and then we'll get the Q&A started, and then we'll get into the live stream topics in about 20, 30 minutes. So go ahead, guys. The floor is all yours. Fire away. Thoughts on Zoom? All right, let's talk about Zoom. I knew people were going to ask me about Zoom. I actually tried to short Zoom today in the morning. Obviously got ran over. So today, guys, I actually, on this gap up and the crap, I actually got short Tesla right there. Zoom. I got short Zoom on that first bounce back, and then I covered right there. So it was actually by means of a put option. So I got a put right there on Zoom, and then we popped, and I took just a routine loss. As I thought maybe that the gap up to new all-time high, and then how we crapped out, we kind of double topped at the all-time high. We had that big sell-off off the bell. I just, I took that as, okay, maybe that's the crack in momentum. I went after it, and the thing just kept going. I think made new all-time highs. Zoom is at all-time highs here, guys. I can't recommend with a straight face to anybody to get long this stock up here. It's definitely a momentum name. Could it go higher? Absolutely. Could it go to 525? Absolutely. Could it go to 550? Absolutely. But I can't get long this thing up here. I just can't. This thing has just gone basically in a straight line from 350 back to 500. There's just not a single chance that I can, with a straight face, get long this stock up here at this level after the run and the move that this stock has already had. I think if you're getting long this stock at this level, I think you're seriously chasing this stock. I think you're going to fall victim into some serious FOMO. And I'm actually waiting for this stock to actually finally crack. Maybe we get an exhaustion gap up here soon. Maybe these couple days of green give us maybe one more day, and then maybe we get a big exhaustion gap, and then I can short that and look for us to roll back down towards 450. I think there's going to be such a tremendous short play on Zoom. I think there's going to be such a tremendous short opportunity where I think this stock is going to drop like 100 points within a matter of 2 or 3 days. And I know it's coming. I know the opportunity will be there. You just can't get run over in the meantime. Do not try to short this stock into front side strength. Do not try to pick the absolute perfect top. Wait for the stock to crack. Wait for the momentum to shift. Then catch the backside of the move. Do not try to short this thing while it's still going higher, because the market can remain illogical and unrealistic longer than you can remain solvent. So remember that. This thing can push to 525, it can push to 550, and it's going to squeeze you out of any short position or any put option position that you have on this thing. You're better off waiting for it to put in its top and crack. And when I mean crack, I mean you're going to see a clear shift in momentum. You're going to see like a panic drop, a high volume drop. And then that is when I will look to say, okay, guys, I'm going to start to look at Zoom now for a possible short play, because when that play does actually trigger, I think you have a 100-point move to the downside. So I think there's going to be tremendous opportunity there. I plan on jumping all over it when the opportunity presents itself, but it's just not time yet. Okay, it's just not time yet, and just don't get run over in the meantime, because you're going to get run over. Okay, you're going to lose all your money, and then the crack's going to happen. You're going to have no money to play it. So just stay disciplined, stay patient. Wait, today was the first day I tested it, and I was a little early. If you guys recall, I'm very good at actually getting tops of parabolic moves. I got the top of Tilray. I got the top of Tesla. Okay, if you guys remember me talking about when Tilray had its huge day, I actually when Tilray went to 300, I got short Tilray at $285, and I actually caught like a 480% gain on put options on Tilray. When Tilray went to 300, we caught Tesla. Tesla was like a 450% gain when I caught the top of Tesla. We also had Beyond Meat. I think Beyond Meat was like 168% gain, something like that. My point is, when they finally crack, there's tremendous opportunity to the downside. You do not need to be the first one to the party. And this is a trade that I am stalking like a hawk. It's just not time yet. Today was the first time I went after it. I was a little early, took a small loss. The stock pushed higher. I got out of it. I said, okay, it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. But when it cracks, I'll be ready to jump on it. Okay, next question. Thoughts on AMD? AMD, held in there pretty well today. AMD, I think, held in there pretty well today. I mean, obviously, I would have liked to have seen a much stronger move out of the stock today, but that play is still intact. Okay, that play is still intact. You see how yesterday we kind of popped out of that descending wedge. Today we held that descending wedge and we ended up putting in this little tail. I think that this swing trade play on AMD is still very much intact. I think it's very much in play. I just think it needs time. I think that's why I said yesterday, for those of you that were looking for this swing trade idea on AMD, I was talking about make sure you give yourself time. Make sure you give yourself at least 2 weeks. If you're going to go call options, give yourself at least 2 weeks. Obviously, your best bet would just be getting long the equity itself, getting long the stock instead of the option, so you don't have to worry about the time. But if you're going to go options, you have to give yourself time on this. I think this needs maybe a week or so to work itself out, but I think you can see this stock back up around 82, 83 in a couple of days. So I still do think that this pattern is intact. I would suggest maybe for those of you that are trying to manage the trade a little bit better or tighter, you can use today's low as your stop area now. I'd like to see the stock push a little higher tomorrow, at least stay in the 77, 78 area. I do not want to see it drift back down towards 75. Now if you have the stomach to give this all the way down to 74, okay, then excellent. But if you are uncomfortable giving it all the way down to 74, I think it's okay to use today's low, that 75 area, as a stop loss. I think that that's a good area for you to just set your risk and let the trade work itself out now over the next week or two. Nice, Nancy. Thank you. I see that Nancy says TTG was the best thing I ever did. The courses are awesome. You will learn so much. I finished everything. Smiley face. Nancy, smiley face back at you. Oh, Michael Pigeon. Guys, okay, we have a question that I'm going to ask all of you to answer. So Michael Pigeon asks, is anyone making any money off of these picks? My TTG fam, why don't you answer Michael Pigeon's question for me so I don't have to waste my breath while I go on and I look for another question. Go ahead, guys. You answer Michael for me. Nice. Angel Torres up another $500 today. Nice job. Michael Pigeon, there's your answers, brother. Michael Pigeon, there's your answers. I don't mean to put you on the spot, man, but there's your answer. I'll let the chat answer the question for me. Yes, David Padilla, second day over 50% profits. Yes. Rob S made 633 bucks today on NAOV. Nicely done. Yes, R. Her says 100%. I'm not only making money, but I'm taking my own trades. I love it. Beautiful. Greek God, yes. Hell yeah, guys. Nicely done. Good stuff. Jason Picaro goes, bro, are you serious? I made over 100% profit on Mike's SPY puts the other day. I made over $1,000. Good stuff, guys. I love it. You guys are awesome. Of course, Michael Pigeon, and of course, Michael. Listen, there. I'm not putting you on the spot, man, by any means. It's a real question, and it's a question you should be asking. But instead of me telling you, yeah, we all make money, I like to let other people tell you and give you their experiences, Mike. But there will always be losers. Okay, my win rate is usually is in the mid 70s. I do have losing trades. Losing is part of trading. There's no way around it. It's inevitable. Nobody's going to be perfect. Anybody that tells you they've got a 98% win rate is totally full of shit. Losing is part of the game, but you have to learn how to lose properly. You got to learn risk management. You got to learn discipline. And that's what trading really is all about. So, of course, I have losing trades. Of course I do. Of course I do. Everybody does. But, being a good trader it's not just about being right or wrong. Being a good trader is about identifying high probability setups and putting yourself on in those situations over and over and over again while maintaining strong risk management and good discipline. And you do that time and time again. And that's how you work yourself up to consistent profitability. So there's a correct way to lose and there's an incorrect way to lose. And that was actually one of the turning points in my career when I was much younger. One of the biggest problems that I had as a trader. So when I used to work at the hedge fund, one of my biggest problems was I never had a problem winning big. I always had big winners, but I also had really big losers too. When I was working at the hedge fund, my losses, I didn't do a good job controlling my risk. I got caught in positions sometimes. I had too much size than I should have had. I wasn't nimble enough to maneuver myself out of some of those positions quickly when I needed to. And that was a detriment of mine and my P&L and my performance. And when I learned how to control my downside better, my wins didn't get any bigger, but my P&L skyrocketed. So my wins stayed the same, but my losses got smaller, and therefore my P&L skyrocketed. And that was really a turning point for me in my trading career, was really when I learned how to lose properly. And that's something that I explained to all of our TGD members, is that learning how to lose is almost as important as learning how to win. Okay. And honestly, in the beginning, it's probably even more important as a brand new trader, because you got to make sure that you give yourself enough time to stay in the game and learn, give yourself a chance to actually become a good trader before you blow your account up, before you even get a chance to even see if you're even good at this. So understanding how to lose properly is a key component to being a good trader. And it's something that I teach all of our TGG members about. So Michael Pigeon, I'm not picking on you by any means, bro. It's a fair question. I'm glad that the TGD fam was able to help answer it for you. But that's an important thing that I want to point out, is that, yes, I'm a good trader. I'm a successful trader. The TGD fam does well in our room, but there are also losing trades. Okay. And learning how to deal with those losses is a big part of being a good trader. Okay. Chris Varno, that's up to you, brother. Chris Varno says, Mike, I heard you mention before being in too much size. How big is too big? 10,000, 75,000. I'm sure it depends on the stock. Chris, not only does it depend on the stock, brother, but it depends on you. Okay, it depends on you. Everyone's position size is going to be different. Everyone's position size is going to be based on what their risk tolerance is. My risk tolerance could be completely different from yours, which could be completely different from somebody else's. Somebody might only be comfortable risking 200 bucks on a trade. Somebody else might be comfortable risking 1,500. Somebody else might be comfortable risking 5,000. Somebody else might be comfortable risking 10,000. So everyone's risk tolerance is going to be different. So therefore, everyone's position size is going to be different. My position size varies on each trade. All right, so this is something that you guys have to understand. You have to understand that It's not about position size, it's about risk. Your position size will vary trade by trade, but your risk should remain constant. You've got to figure out what's a dollar amount you're comfortable risking per trade. Is it 100, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000? What is the dollar amount you're comfortable risking per trade? And it's your job as a trader to then adjust your position size each trade so that if you get stopped out, you lose that dollar amount that you're comfortable with. Okay, I can be in a $10,000 position, a $50,000 position, or a $500,000 position, and I can actually be still risking the exact same dollar amount on all three of those trades, even though my position size is so insanely different on all three of those trades. Okay, so that's something that is important, Chris, for you to understand, is that everybody has their own risk. Everybody will then therefore have their own position size. So being in too much position size is whatever number that is that takes you out of your risk tolerance. If you said to me, Mike, I'm comfortable risking $500 per trade, and you get yourself into a trade and you've got your stop loss, if you get stopped out, if your risk tolerance is 500 and you get stopped out and you lose 750, then that means you had too much size. You were outside of your risk threshold. You were outside of that $500 number that you're comfortable with. Okay. Ooh, yes, Sean Miller. Where'd you hear that one, bro? Where'd you hear that one, Sean? Sean, good advice. So Sean says, if your heart is pounding out of your chest when you're in a trade, you've got too much size. All right, you should be comfortable when you're in a trade. I've heard some people say that you should be uncomfortable. I don't agree with that at all. When you're in a trade, you should be comfortable. Your heart should not be pounding, should not be jumping out of your chest. You should not be sweating. Your legs should not be shaking. You should be comfortable in a trade because you should know exactly how much you're risking. I know exactly how much I'm going to lose if I'm wrong on a trade. And if I'm okay with that number, what's there to panic about? If I'm okay with that number, what's there to panic about? Obviously, I don't want to lose that money, but if I do, I'm okay with it. That's my risk on the trade, and I'm okay with it, right? So I can be in a trade, and I can have my feet up on my desk. But if you're in a trade and your heart's coming out of your chest, guys, you have too much size. When you trade with emotions, you make mistakes. When you make mistakes, you lose money. It's that simple. Yes, David Padilla, my man. David Padilla says, that was the best thing I learned from Q Trading Group, risk management and trader psychology. As Mike says, anyone can make money, but keeping it is what makes you a good trader. Hell yeah, David. Hell yeah. Oh, William Travis. I like that. William Travis says, it's like playing sports. If you cry when you lose, you aren't meant to play ball. Anthony Satal says, hey, Mike, what's a good strategy when you're trying to add to your long-term portfolio? Okay, so Anthony, here's a good strategy when you're trying to add to your long-term portfolio. First and foremost, have a shopping list. You need to have a list of stocks that you like, a list of stocks that, if given the opportunity, you are looking to buy those stocks. And what I do in my long-term portfolio is when I have my shopping list, when those stocks pull in more than, let's say, 10 or 15%, when I get more than a 10, 15% pullback, I look to add to those positions. Now, those pullbacks are going to be corrections. Anything that's 10 to 15% pullback or anything from 10 to 20% is seen as a correction. Anything more than 20% is looked at as a bear market territory. So when you have a stock that is on your shopping list, that pulls in that 15 to 20% range, I then start to look to buy. I usually will buy in my long-term portfolio in 3 different chunks or 3 different pieces, and I have buying zones. And I say if the stock gets down into this level, this is maybe a 15% pullback, I'm going to buy a chunk. If it gets to down 20%, I'll buy a bigger chunk. And if we get down more than 20%, I'll buy one last piece, and I'll average myself down and average myself in to my long-term portfolio positions. I don't mind buying long-term portfolio stocks lower and averaging down on them because these are companies that I plan on holding for the next 3, 5, 10, 15 years. And I'm not as concerned with the current price action in the stock as I am with the future growth and profitability and expansion of that company as a whole. My advice to you, if you are starting a long-term portfolio for the very first time, and you're brand new at this, and maybe you're young and you're just trying to figure out how to get started, my advice to you would be to invest in what you know, invest in what you use, invest in what you can't live without. If you use your iPhone every single day, and you use your Apple Watch, and you have an iMac, and you have AirPods, then you should own Apple stock. If you go to Starbucks every day, you should own Starbucks. If all you wear is Nike sneakers, then you should own Nike. Okay, if you use whatever. I'm just, if you love what, I don't know, I'm making up, I don't know, whatever. If you like Home Depot instead of Lowe's for your home improvement, then you should own a Home Depot. Like, you should own what you use and what you know, and own what you can't really see yourself living without. If you can't live without Amazon, if you order something from Amazon basically every week, you do all your Christmas or holiday shopping on Amazon, and then you should own Amazon. Google, Facebook. If you're on Facebook every day, you should own Facebook. Like, own what you know is my advice to people that don't really know much yet and you're just kind of getting your feet wet. That's a great place for you to get started. It's a great place for you to invest in some really high quality companies that are lower risk, because I don't want to see you're just starting out. I don't want to see you go and buy some $10 biotech stock that's got one drug in the pipeline that it's an all or nothing, make or break. The stock's either going to go to 50 or it's going to go to $1. I don't want to see you invest in that kind of stuff if you're just getting started. I'd much rather see you invest in strong established companies that you know, companies that you're familiar with, companies that you understand. And that's a good way for you to start to build that long-term portfolio. What's my outlook on PayPal? I own a lot of PayPal in my long-term portfolio. So my outlook on PayPal is bullish. I mean, I own a lot of PayPal. I bought a lot of PayPal in March. I'm up really big on this position, obviously. I bought PayPal right there in March. And obviously you guys can see what the stock has done since then. I have not sold a single share. So I'm big on PayPal. I'm big on like the fintech like industry. I like Square, I like PayPal, like these payment processing and all these things as people continue to transact online. I like PayPal. Okay, I do. I like PayPal. I also like Square. My long-term outlook on PayPal is bullish. I think the stock is expensive right now. I think the valuation is a little high. I'd maybe, if you're looking to buy this long-term and you don't have a position yet, I would rather you wait for a deeper pullback. Maybe like 150, 160 is a great area. Does it get there? I don't know, but I think it's tough to just initiate a long at this price level. I own it so much cheaper. I'm up 100% on this position. It's like, for me to say, to get long this now would be tough for me to say with a straight face. But I am bullish on the company in the long term. If you look out 3-5 years from now, I think the company is I think the stock is higher, barring any massive issue with the market as a whole. Obviously, that'll just take everything down. But if left to trade freely with no issues, I think the stock does go higher. Steve Andreas, aloha from Hawaii. What's up, man? On Facebook, I see you. What's going on? Yeah, guys, we're streaming. What's up, everybody? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? What's up, Twitch? What's up, Twitter? I'm streaming live across all those different social media channels. So for those of you that are joining across the multiple platforms, what's going on? Christy Gutierrez, what do I think of NKLA? I would stay away from NKLA. It's just too risky, guys. It's just too risky. Like why get yourself involved in this thing right now? You've got an SEC investigation. You've got, a research firm saying that the company's a complete fraud. You've got the founder of the company just stepped down. I mean, I think this is dangerous territory for Nikola shareholders. And it's so early in the company's state and development. Like, if Nikola is going to be a competitor for Tesla, believe me, you're going to have plenty of opportunities to buy the stock. Again, you do not have to be a hero here. This is a very high risk situation with an SEC investigation, the founder stepping down, the research firm calling it a complete and total fraud. Like, why put yourself in the middle of that fire? Let the fire burn out and then see what the ashes look like. Then buy the stock. This company is in such an infancy stage that if the SEC investigation comes back and there's no issues, and it turns out that Hindenburg Research was totally full of shit, the company's legit as can be, then in 5 years it's going to be a $200-$300 stock. And if you buy it at 28 today, or if you buy it at 48 3 months from now, does it really matter? The answer is no, it doesn't. But if you buy it today at 28 and turns out to be a fraud and it drops to 4, it's gonna matter. So I would say just sit back, relax. I hate that the stock for 2 consecutive days has not been able to get back above 29. I think that's a major problem. This was a key level of support for the stock, and we gapped beneath it. And for 2 consecutive days, we have stayed below. That is a bad sign. So I think this stock works its way down towards 20. Obviously, you're going to have to wait and see how this whole situation plays out with Hindenburg Research, the SEC investigation. And if it turns out the company's a fraud, the stock's going way lower. But if the company turns out that they're legit, their technology's legit, and they actually succeed on their business model, then you're looking at a $100, $200 stock in the next few years. And you'll have plenty of time to buy the stock after the coast is clear. Don't try to be a hero down here just because you think the stock is cheap. Because I have news for you. If it turns out that the stock is a fraud, that the company's a fraud, the stock's not cheap right now. It's expensive as hell. All right, next question. No, Linda, I don't. Linda says, do you think Tesla will go up by Friday? No, I don't. I think Tesla is actually going down in the next couple days. It's a new hat, Glenn. What the hell, man? You guys don't like my new hat? It's a new hat. I got a gray one. Come on. Why are you talking shit about my hat, Glenn? Greek God Gaming. I do not have a P.O. box, brother. I do not. I'm sorry. I do not. Okay, so what long-term Chinese stocks? Do I own any long-term Chinese stocks? I own one, and that's Baba. I actually own a small piece of JD, but it's in a mutual fund. Um, but Baba, I own a significant position in Baba. Baba's the only Chinese that I would really say that. I mean, I own a small piece in JD, but not directly. Just it's part of a mutual fund. Um, but Baba, I do own Baba, and that's I have no intention on adding any other Chinese companies to my list at all. Honestly, NIO. What about NIO? I don't own NIO. I don't own NIO. I like the stock. I know it sounds crazy, but because so many people friggin' hate it. Um, I like the way it trades sometimes, man. This $16 area was pretty big and it held it really well. You see what I'm saying? This 16 area was pretty big and it held it well. Now you almost have like this like descending trend line forming here, like in this consolidation. I think the stock, could continue higher. I just, when it comes to long-term investments, I like to know a lot about the companies. I don't know a lot about NIO as a company, so I don't own it long-term, like in my long-term portfolio, because I'm not really familiar with the company as much as I would like to be in order to own it long-term. So that's why I don't own it long-term. So I might be saying I like the stock, but if you guys know more about the company as far as on a fundamental standpoint, then by all means chime in because I don't know enough about the company as like as a business. I just know that I like the chart pattern on the $15 to $16 level. I think is money. I think it's a nice buy around anywhere near 16. ONTX, isn't that a? Oh God, Jesus Lord. No, no, I don't think it's going up in the next couple of days. If you own that stock, I would get out of it. Yeah, the Wolf is doing better, guys. Thank you for asking. I'll let him know you guys were asking about him. He's okay. He's just been sick the last couple of days. He does not have COVID. He's just been sick the last couple of days. I see a couple of you have asked me how he's doing, so I'll ask about him. Outcheer Smith is asking about the trade line view crossover. It's funny you say that because we're going to talk about that later today. Do I think it'll always work, or do I think the markets will change and it'll stop working? I mean, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. I don't see any reason why it would stop working. It's worked for many, many, many years. It's a setup. It's just like any other setup. It's just like any other setup where it doesn't work all the time. You know, there's no trade setup that works 100% of the time. There are there's high probability trade setups, and a high probability setup maybe works, I don't know, 70, 75% of the time. Like an A plus setup is probably 70 to 75% of the time it's gonna resolve itself in specific pricing. Um, which means even the best quality chart setups are going to fail 25 to 30% of the time. That holds true with technical setups like the trade line bureau crossover as well. And there's certain things that you can do and certain things you can look for that can increase the probability of that pattern working itself out. But just like anything else, it's not going to work 100% of the time. Leona says, I bought more Apple at the close today. What say you about it? Mistake? No, I don't think it's a mistake if you bought more Apple. I don't think it's a mistake at all. I think it depends on what your time horizon is. I think it's possible Apple could go back down to 100. I do think that that is possible. But if you're a long-term investor, Leona, um, and you are adding Apple in your long-term portfolio, plan on holding for several years, stock will be higher in several years than it is than where it is now. I'm pretty confident in that. Okay, I do think Apple will continue higher in the next several years. So I don't think it was a mistake. If you were buying it for like a short term swing trade where you were gonna buy it and then sell out of it, or something like that, then yeah, it's a little bit of a higher risk type trade. But I think if you're buying it long term, I think you're absolutely fine. I think you're absolutely fine. I just went over NIO. I literally just went over NIO, guys. Yep, PJ Jim, I agree. I agree with your analysis of NKLA. Oh God, I disagree so much. Say that Apple's running out of innovation. I mean, people said that, people said they weren't going to be able to expand their services business, and people thought they weren't going to be able to get away from being reliant on the iPhone. And for the last like 8 quarters, their reliance on iPhone revenue has gone down as they've increased revenue in other places and in the services industry. So I have to disagree with you on that one. This is the beginning of the end for Apple. Okay, I disagree with that as well. All right, guys, I'll take like one more question. Guys, I already went over NIO. I'm not gonna talk about it again. I already went over it. Will I be looking to buy Zoom puts for tomorrow? I mean, I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. Uh, I don't know. It's on watch. Like my short idea on Zoom, it's on watch every day, and I'm just gonna wait for the stock to crack. I'm gonna wait for that momentum shift. I'm gonna wait for that big flush to the downside, and then I'll short the first bounce and try to catch the backside of the move. So it remains on watch, and it will be on watch for the foreseeable future. I'm going to look at it basically every day. QDEL. I'd be careful with QDEL. I mean, I think you have such a major resistance level at 200 on 220 on QDEL. This 220 is going to be a really tough area for this stock. Okay, here's your QDEL at 220. As you can see, prior resistance. Once we broke above it, you'll see it became support. I had the big gap down, and now we're pushing up to test that level. You know what else sits up here at that level, though, around 220? the 50-day moving averages. You're going to have a tough time here on QDEL at the 220, and I think it's very, very realistic that over the next several months, you see QDEL trade within the 200-day moving average, which is this yellow line on my screen, and this 50-day moving average, which is going to be right around 220. So I think your new trading range on QDEL is 120. I think it stays there for the foreseeable future. All right, guys. So that just about does it for our Q&A. Like I said, was going to do a quick little Q&A session to start off the live stream. That's how I start off all my live streams, with that quick little Q&A session. And now we're going to start to get things underway. So what we're going to talk about here on this live stream, guys, a couple of things. This live stream, we're going to be talking about Battery Day. We're going to talk about why Tesla stock sold off after the Battery Day event. We'll talk about why my analysis yesterday, when we talked, if you guys were on the live stream yesterday, you guys banked today on Tesla, or I helped stop you from buying the stock or buying call options and saving you a lot of money because the stock has gotten really crushed after hours. The stock dropped about 55 points after hours. It went from about 450 down to like 395 after hours. So if you guys were part of that live stream yesterday, I want to go over with you a little bit more detail about my analysis on Battery Day and talk to you about why that was my analysis in the first place, because that's a key component that I want to discuss with you. And then we're going to talk about, where does Tesla go from here? What's my game plan tomorrow for Tesla? What am I looking for over the rest of the week? What do I think Tesla's going to do? I'm going to give you guys my price targets, my support and resistance levels on Tesla, and how I plan on making money on that stock. I'm also going to then talk to you guys about a specific trading strategy that I use and that I teach all of our members to be consistently profitable. And I'm going to go over that as well. Before I start any of that, though, I'm going to ask all of you guys to do me a solid, and I want all of you to smash that like button for me. Show me how much you guys appreciate these live streams. Okay, how much I spend a lot of time going over these live streams with you guys during the week and covering all of these lessons and all this educational content and material with you. Show me how much you guys appreciate all of this time, energy, and effort that I put into these live streams for you, and go ahead and smash that like button, because I'm not going to get into a single thing about Tesla. I know everybody's interested in Tesla. I've gotten 100 messages today from people about Tesla, about Battery Day, and everyone wants to know what the hell happened, why did the stock sell off. We're going to talk all about that, but after all of you smash that like button. Nice, guys. Also, you're going to want to make sure, because like I said, I'm streaming on a lot of different platforms right now. If you guys are brand new to the channel, this is your very first time joining us on a TGD live stream, I need you guys to subscribe to the channel right now. This is your first time finding this channel and joining us on a live stream. You want to make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't miss out on any more of these live streams where I'm constantly putting out free educational content about technical lessons, mental lessons, about stocks, about options. I do these live Q&As all the time. So you guys want to make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And then, of course, make sure you turn on your notifications. Turn on your notifications to make sure you never miss one of these live streams or one of my Q&A sessions or one of my educational videos, because I'm putting them out all the time. It's free content, and I guarantee you guys it's going to help make you a better trader. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, if you're brand new. And, of course, turn on your notifications. Make sure you guys don't miss out on any more of these streams. All right? Now, what I'm going to do now, we're going to take attendance. All right, we're going to take attendance. For those of you that are not a member of True Trading Group, I want you guys to go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat right now. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, go ahead and type TTG in chat right now, guys. If you are not yet a member of the TTG fam. All right, we got Sam. They call me Coop. Landon, Julie, Linda, Justin, Doug, Leroy, ZM, Rob, Patrick, Jorge, Jeff, Watash, Quentin, Deneen, Pravir, Michael Wells, Mark Semenek, Enrique, LT, Adam Bashir, Kathy Hutchinson, Makasha, Sarah Ali, Chris Godinez, Jennifer, Cabal. Eric Graham says future TGG member. I like that. I like the way you think. Tommy, Joe Akari, Ruth. He says you people need to join TTG. Champion, Truckin'. Yes, Glocks just subscribed. Welcome to the Philly Glocks. FH, Miami 305. What's up? Yes, Eduardo. Just joined TTG last night. Welcome to the family, Eduardo. Wells says, I'm a future TTG member. I like it. Michael, I like the way you think. I like the way you think. Germanopolis. Unsing. Guys, I just joined TTG today, and I'm already up 8% on my account. Aman. Yes. Welcome to the family, baby. Welcome to the family. Let's go. Yes, Addis, we do. Bear with me 1 second. All right, very good. Very good, guys. All right, so those of you that are not TGD members, all good, right? But now I want to find out, for those of you that are on the live stream, how many of you are members of our TTG3 trial program? How many of you are members of our TTG3 trial program? If you are a member of our TTG3 trial program, I want you to type the number 3 in chat right now. Type the number 3 in chat right now if you are part of our TTG3 7-day trial program. If you're part of our 7-day program, type the number 3. All right, Brendan Peace, Picasso, Adam Bashir, E. Droog, Businessman, Badminton Allen, Ali Blue, Crow 561, Sam E, Pamela Thomas, Starving Chartist, Teresa Spates, Ramel Williams just signed up, bro. You're a stock god to me at this point. Solid calls. Ramel, man, I appreciate your words, bro. I really do, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, Adis Melita says I'm going to join today. Beautiful. Guys, excellent. Okay, so we got a bunch of members here that are part of the TTG3 trial program, and we have a bunch of members here that are not yet part of the TTG family. Okay, what I want to do just real quick, guys, a quick intro for those of you that type TTG that may not know who I am. 1 to 2 minute intro. My name is Michael Edward, guys. I'm the head trader for True Trading Group. TTG is one of the fastest growing, highest rated online educational communities that teaches the everyday person how to become a consistently profitable trader. You do not need a fancy Ivy League education or Wall Street experience to become a consistently profitable trader. But just because you don't have Wall Street experience, not to worry, because I do. And that's the education that I share with each and every single one of our TTG members. I began my trading career working for a hedge fund in New York City. I went through a 3-month educational program that taught me everything that it is I implement in my trading today. If it was not for the education I received working at that hedge fund, I would not be half the trader that I am today. I would not be half the trader that I am today if it wasn't for the teachings and the education that I received. That education actually allowed me to go on to receive a Trader of the Year award. Okay, Trader of the Year award. This is my award that I was given from the hedge fund in 2008 for being Trader of the Year, for returning a 36% return on my portfolio when the markets were down about 50% during the great stock market crash of 2008. But none of that would have been possible if it wasn't for the education that I received while working at that hedge fund. When you join True Trading Group, you are getting access to that exact same education because I've created a course curriculum for stocks and options, beginners and advanced, that is a simplified version of that material that I learned during that 3-month educational program. You guys also get access to everything else that's part of our community, because we also give you guys access to our daily chat room that's open from 7:30 a.m. Eastern until 6:30 p.m. Pacific Eastern time, where I share my screen with you during the day. That's what True Trading Group is all about. It's all about education and transparency. I share my screen with you during the day. I'm live on the microphone every single day, calling out my trades to you live in real time, telling you what I'm buying, what I'm selling, why I'm buying this, why I'm selling this, where. Okay, I tell you guys what I'm doing before I do it. That's the key. I'm on the microphone telling you what I'm doing before I actually do it. That is the key. Okay, I give out the real-time alerts in real time in chat, their push notifications, and the room right now, all of our moderators, because it's me, Jason Spatafora, the Wolf of Weed Street, Jay Downing, and Chris Toner. Right now, collectively, our moderators as a whole are sporting a 79% win rate in the room. Okay, so our trade alerts, that means that we're calling out alerts 79% of the time. Collectively as a group, they're winning trades. That's our current win rate as a whole right now in the group. With your membership, you also get a 15 course curriculum that covers everything from foundation and beginner stock trading to advanced stock trading, beginner foundation options trading to advanced options trading. All of it is included in your membership. There's no upsells. There's no higher tiers. There's no like one bundle of courses and then a VIP bundle of courses. Everything is included in your membership. You also get access to our trading simulator. Our trading simulator allows you to trade with fake money, but also trade stocks and options with real-time level 2. You get real-time level 2 with our trade simulator, so you can practice implementing what you learn in the courses in the simulator. I recommend everyone that is just starting out, or if you're a struggling trader, you're not yet profitable, I recommend you use that simulator before you start trading with real money. You also get access to our stock screener. Our stock screener, okay, will help you filter through all the different stocks that are out there during the day, so you know what are the best stocks to be trading that day, which stocks meet a certain criteria that tell you, okay, these are the hot stocks today, these are the ones you need to be focusing your attention on, and you guys could end up trading the same stocks that I'm trading. Okay, use that stock screener. Then you also get access to our stock profile tool. Our stock profile tool is our due diligence companion. That is where you guys can get all this information, any information you want on any particular stock. You can type in any ticker symbol that you want. It's completely unlimited. You get a downloadable PDF report on stock and financial information on the company. You also get a compiled list of all the analyst ratings for that stock. If there's 20 analysts that cover a particular stock, you'll see exactly how many have a buy, sell, and hold rating on the stock. It's information that can help you make your trading and investment decisions. Included in your membership is also more than 75 hours of workshops and webinars. Okay, 75 hours of workshops and webinars. Myself, the other moderators, we're constantly doing webinars and workshops on various trading topics. You guys have it's recorded. It's available for you on the website. You'll also get access to join those webinars and workshops live, where you can interact with us and you can ask questions live. You guys also get access to all of that. And you will also get included a free one-on-one mentorship session with any one of the moderators that you so choose. This is all included with your membership when you join True Trading Group. That is a free one-on-one mentorship session, and you guys will also get access to all future courses, okay? All future courses. So we come out with a new course. We just came out with a brand new intro to swing trading course a couple days ago. If you are a member and we come out with a new course, you automatically have access to that course. We're like the Netflix of trading communities. Okay, the price you pay, it's one price, you get everything. There's no, okay, guys, this is a brand new course. That's going to cost you $300 though. It's all included in your membership. It's like when Netflix comes out with a new documentary, you guys, they don't charge you extra money for that documentary. It's all included in your membership. The price you pay today is the price you pay for life. Okay, because when your membership renews a year from now, if the price goes up, you're going to still pay the same price that you guys pay today. Now, what I want to tell you guys though about real quick here today, because yesterday, okay, yesterday I said that our Labor Day sale is over. I've extended our Labor Day sale a handful of times, okay, because the response has been so amazing. So many people are taking advantage of that coupon code because it's a 41% discount. I'm going to keep it going because it's official. It's official. Starting tonight, the next 300 people that join the TTG family, okay, we are going to raffle off a Tesla Model 3. It is now official, and I couldn't think of any better day. Okay, our legal team confirmed it yesterday. We went through everything with the state of Florida and how to act. There's paperwork we got to file. We got it all figured out and all situated today. We got all the paperwork. We got everything we have to send into the state. We've got our supplier for the car. We've got everything worked out here today. So it's official. And I figured, what better day? It's battery day, right? It's battery day for Tesla. So what better day to start that raffle? So starting from tonight, okay, when we get 300, whether that happens in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however long that takes, when we get 300 new members, we are going to raffle off a Tesla Model 3, okay? Now, that's going to start, like I said, guys, tonight. Okay, so if you want, all you need to do is be a member of True Trading Group to be part of that raffle. So if you use the coupon code that's on the screen right now, it's TTG920. TTG920. That coupon code is going to get you a 41% discount on a membership. It's going to get you access to all of the things I just listed to you. Oh yeah, and I forgot, our mobile app. Our mobile app, we spent the money and developed this mobile app because we understand that the majority of our TGD members have other responsibilities during the day and they cannot sit in front of their computer screen all day long like I can. They're on the go. They're at their kid's soccer game. They're at the mall. They're stuck in traffic. They're on a conference call. They're at work. They're on the golf course. They're doing other things that take them away from their computer. So we've created a mobile app that's downloadable on iPhone and Android. And also you guys can use it on your tablet as well, where you can follow along with everything we're doing in chat right from your cell phone. You get a real-time push notification sent right through your mobile app whenever one of our moderators enters or exits a trade. You can also be in chat on your cell phone, on the mobile app, and see the screen share, listen to me on the microphone, on the audio analysis. All of that's included. You also get access to our Benzinga Pro newsfeed. Okay, our Benzinga Pro newsfeed gives you real-time, to the second, live alerts on breaking news coming straight from the Benzinga newsfeed. All of that is included with your membership when you use coupon code TTG920, and that automatically qualifies you to be in the raffle to win a Tesla Model 3. A membership to True Trading Group is typically $2,048 for the year. With that coupon code, it's only $1,198. Okay, this coupon code was supposed to expire last night. I said it was expiring last night, but the response has been so incredible. So many people are excited about the Tesla giveaway. So many people are excited about the courses. So many people are excited about the mobile app that I'm like, you know what? We just figured out everything with the giveaway, the Tesla today. We got all the paperwork situated. I got everything figured out with the state. We got everything figured out with the attorneys on how to do this the right way. It's official. So we're starting it tonight. So when we hit 300 new members, we're giving away a Tesla Model 3. So I said, you know what? Screw it. Today was battery day with Tesla. We're talking about battery day on this live stream, and I'm giving away a Tesla. So guys, what better reason to extend the sale another day and use coupon code TTG920 to get that 41% discount and get a chance to win a Tesla Model 3. Okay. Fun fact, 80% of our TTG members are making 7 to 10 times their membership fee back within the first 6 months of their membership. 30% of that 80 are actually making it back in 1 month. Okay? So what I'm basically saying to all of you now, okay, is that if you were to invest with this coupon code 1198, invest 1198 in yourself to get a professional education, the same education I received working at a hedge fund, access to all those resources and tools, a chance to win the Tesla, a one-on-one mentorship session, invest that 1198 in yourself, knowing that you've got an 80% chance of making 7 to 10 times that money in just the next 6 months. Who wouldn't take that deal? Who wouldn't take that deal? If you're serious about trading and you're serious about getting an education, guys, these are the stats. So Michael Pigeon, I'm not picking on you, I'm using him as an example. Michael Pigeon asked the question in chat at the beginning of this live stream. Michael Pigeon said, is anybody making money from his alerts? And I said, guys, all of my people in chat, you answer the question for me. So I'm going to say this again. All of my members in chat right now that are on this live stream, if you are a TTG member, are you making money? I'll let you answer the question. And everybody that's watching this live stream, every single one of you that typed the letters TTG in chat, I want you to pay attention to that chat thread right now, because you are going to see comments from real TTG members and their experience with joining True Trading Group and what it has done for them. Don't take it from me, take it from them. Okay? Take it from them. All right? Who wouldn't take that deal, guys? So again, for every 300 members, we're going to be giving away a Tesla Model 3 or $30,000 in cash, whatever you prefer. If you want the Tesla, great, it's yours. If you don't, we'll give you $30,000 cash. All right, well, in a check. Okay, we're not going to actually hand you a duffel bag of cash, or maybe we will, make it fun. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, we'll see. I don't know yet, but the counting starts tonight. So the members that sign up tonight, you are literally starting off the raffle. The members that sign up tonight with this coupon code TTG920. So let me just read you guys a couple of comments. Okay, so I said for those members that are here, type away in chat, right? And these are some of the responses that I get. Gino, hell yes. Johnny Wise, yes. Yes, Mikey, are you kidding? Hell yeah. Yes. Yep, I'm making money. Yep, thumbs up. In theory, could we just shadow? Starving Chartist says, in theory, could we just shadow trade Mike and make money until we learn the ropes? Starving Chartist, you definitely can. I'm not a scalper. My trades last several minutes to several hours long on my day trades, and I also do swing trade. You definitely could follow my trades if you want, but my goal as your mentor is to get you to a point where you're actually making your own trades. That's my goal. My goal as a mentor is get you to identify and make your own trades, but you absolutely could follow my trades and shadow me if you want. Okay. Erickson said, guys, 11 of the last 14 days, green. 3 green weeks in a row for me. Carrie Franklin, yep, I'm so grateful I joined TTG. Freddie Sanchez says, yes. Brett says, yes, I'm making money. Scott Berry says, hell yes. Greg Vermeulen says, I'm making money for sure. Sarah Peisky says, yes. T. Tim, yes. Okay. William Travis says, if I wasn't making money, I wouldn't be here. Willard, yes. Nick Lowry says, I made my TTG fee back and then some. Chef Daddy Florida says, 1198 is less than I lost in a year without any education. Now I'm doubling my account by learning with True Trading Group. Bradley Cox, yes. Glenny Trades, I'm making money. Bud Lee says, every day making money. Fritz, making good money. Flip, every single day. Tony Williams, yep, I sure am. Greek God Gaming says, this man's a legend. Yes, I am. Bo says, how the hell y'all going to keep losing when the man just told you 80% win rate? Sharon Niam says, nothing like TTG. Give yourself a chance. Best thing you will do. Simply the best, guys. We are all a family. They are the real thing. They are worth much more, much, much more. Sharon, man, I appreciate you very much. Abi says, I make money from TTG alerts, and I have learned to pick my own trades also. Guys, I mean, Bo goes, man, I can't take this. Just sign up. Ricky Jennings, my man, says, I went from 2,500 to 11,000 in 3 months. I'd say I'm making money. Let's go. Yes, Ricky. Yes, baby. Hell yeah. JJG says, definitely worth it. I have doubled my account in a month and a half. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. David 211 says, best education I ever got in trading and learning more every single day. Mike 63 says, I'm a retired first responder and my wife thinks I'm a trading hero. That's incredible. Sergio Ramos, again, awesome username or real name, obviously. Says, I've already made 5 times my membership, okay, or maybe your account. It just says already made 5 times in 4 months. Bobby Zay says, I'm a member and making money. I got a small account too, and I'm already building it up. I can't be one all the time because I work, but I still love this. Incredible. Glenny says, I made my membership fee back on my very first trade. Danny Brew says, I only lose money when I bet against Mike. Don't be hard on yourself, man. Don't bet on yourself. $2% the basics and followed Mike and Wolf during the day, you'd make money each day. But you'll know how it happens by practicing and working on it with TTG and its members. Incredible. Guys, so this is what I'm talking about, okay? This is what I'm talking about. Wow. Oscar P says, I work full-time and I make extra money with the assistance of TTG. I trade the open mainly. Thanks to TTG, this is another person. Thanks to TTG, I've been able to take my account from 1,000 to over 19,000 in 4 months. And it's a cash account. Up he. Are you serious? That's sick. That is sick. Congratulations. That is sick. All right, guys. So those were just a couple of the comments that you guys were getting there. In chat. But for those of you that are not yet ready to join the TTG fam with this coupon code, we do have a 7-day trial. Okay. Now, if you're part of the 7-day trial, you will not be included in the raffle to win the Tesla. All right, you won't be included in the raffle to win the Tesla. But if you guys want to try True Trading Group for 7 days, you'll get access to our member dashboard. You get 3 days in our chat room to trade with me live. You get access to 3 courses that are guaranteed to help make you guys better traders. And you also get access to that Benzinga Pro newsfeed and all of our trade history. So you can see all of our trade history. We're an open book. We have a whole section of our website with all of our trades. So you guys can go check them out for yourself. So if you want to do that, it's just a one-time payment of $3. You can upgrade at any time if you want, but you're under no obligation to do so. For that, go to ttgthree.com. Again, that's ttgthree.com. You want to give us a try for 7 days. You just won't be included in the raffle for the Tesla. The raffle for the Tesla is for TTG members only. All right, TTG members only. Oh my God, Jimmy Benson says, I paid my kids' senior year tuition in 1 week. That is incredible. I love reading these things, man. I love hearing these stories. I really do. I love hearing these stories. It's absolutely incredible. You guys are amazing. Good stuff. Really good stuff. All right, guys, now let's talk about Battery Day. All right, let's talk about Battery Day now. So what happened on Battery Day? Let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about Battery Day. All right. So today was Battery Day for Tesla. It was the most hyped up, highly anticipated event that I've seen from a company in a long time. And I thought it was way overhyped. Okay. I thought it was way overhyped. Now the problem leading into this Battery Day, okay, was the fact that you have the risk of what is called a buy the rumor, sell the news type of trade. Now, this is what I was warning people about yesterday. If you were part of my live stream last night, we talked about battery day, and a lot of people were saying, Mike, should I get long ahead of battery day? And my answer to everybody was no. And the reason why my answer was no was because I said to everyone yesterday on the live stream that I think there's a very big chance of us getting a buy the rumor, sell the news trade. What does that mean for those of you that may be new? Buy the rumor, sell the news means when everybody thinks there's a major announcement coming, everybody buys the stock ahead of the announcement. Then once the announcement is made, people take their profits and the stock sells off. Everybody knew battery day was coming. This is not anything new. I actually think this was really stupid. Okay. I don't think that it should have been as hyped up as it was. Elon Musk actually tried over the last 2 days sending out tweets to try to downplay the battery day event because there was way too much hype around battery day. And I think he knew that there was not going to be anything announced that was going to change mankind. And everybody was like, oh, he's going to announce this new battery technology that's going to allow Teslas to drive for millions of miles. And I'm like, no, A, that's not even physically possible. B, we're not going to get anything like that. And Elon Musk insinuated that and hinted to that 2 days ago when he was tweeting that out, that what we're going to talk about is something that's going to take years to develop. So some of the things that were talked about, he went over the quarter. He talked about production. He talked about autonomous driving and getting that code down correctly. He talked about safety in the factories. He talked about a lot of stuff during the quarter cap, right? It was all good. It was all good stuff. And then it came down to the battery announcement, and they're working on a battery that's going to allow for a lot more power. It's going to help for the cars to drive further and get more charges out of the battery and last longer and hold a better charge. And it's going to be cheaper, but it's going to take time to produce this. And he also went on to talk about a $25,000 car that they're going to be offering. He did not really say when. He did not say the name of this vehicle, but said that a $25,000 car is being worked on at Tesla. The Model 3 was supposed to be that cheaper vehicle, but they really weren't able to get the price down that low. And he's working now to get like one of those real low-level, entry-level cars for $25,000 to appeal to the masses, be able to afford an electric vehicle. And that was really what was discussed on Battery Day. There was not some magical battery that was announced that you're never going to have to charge your Tesla ever again. Like, it wasn't this massive groundbreaking technological advancement that everybody thought was going to happen. And I said that there was going to be such a risk of this being a buy the rumor, sell the news trade that I told everybody yesterday, guys, be careful getting long Tesla going into Battery Day. I think you're leaving yourself super exposed. I'm not a buyer of Tesla. And I said yesterday, Tesla might pop going into the announcement, okay, and then sell off. And that's exactly what happened after hours. There was your Battery Day, the start of the Battery Day. We popped as soon as Battery Day began, and then bang, 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 bang. The stock sold off $55 a share following the Battery Day announcement. And this is the reason why I talked about being cautious with this. I've been talking about for the last couple of days with Tesla that I think Tesla gets back to 350. And I'll take you guys to the daily chart now, and it looks like 350 is well within reach now. Hell, we might even get there tomorrow, or maybe in the next 2 days or so, we might get down to 350. But I think we're going to get down and we're going to test this 50-day moving average, which was previous support from that pullback. And that's where I think Tesla is going. I'm coming in here tomorrow, and Tesla is a main focus for me. Tesla is a main focus for me, okay? I'm looking to short Tesla, okay, at 405 to 410. If Tesla bounces back to 405 to 410, I am sinking my teeth into put options, and I'm going to ride this thing down to 350. Why 405 to 410? This is a major level of support. You can see it was previously resistance. We broke above it. It became support on the 17th, then became support on the 21st. And then that initial sell-off It became support again. We bounced off it. We broke beneath it, and then it became resistance. This 410, it's 405 to 410. That is your level. 405 to 410. If Tesla gets back to 405 to 410 tomorrow, hear me now, hear me this, I am buying put options. I'm probably going to buy 2-week out expiration puts. I'll buy the 400 strike put option. I'm looking for Tesla to get down to 350 within the next 4 to 5 trading days. I can't be any more specific than what I'm saying to you. This is my game plan. Now, something may happen tomorrow that changes this game plan for me. But as it stands right now, 405 to 410, I am a buyer of put options, and I'm going to be an aggressive buyer of put options, and my target is 350. Does everybody understand why that is my level, why that is my target? And does anybody have any questions about why this was my analysis going into Battery Day, why I thought it was going to sell off? Does anybody have any questions specifically about what I just talked about regarding Tesla? Specifically Tesla. I think below that support level, Mateo, it's solid to continue lower. I think that was a key support level. We broke below it, and now I think it's time to pull back to the 50-day. That 410 area was a major level. Now that we're below it, I think we're dropping. Of course, it's possible. Philippe Cortez says, could it hit 410 and keep going up? Of course it could. It could do anything. Anything's possible. But I'm telling you guys what I plan on doing when it gets to 410, 405 to 410. That's my game plan. If it doesn't quite get there, I'll have to gauge that when we get there. If it doesn't quite get to 405, 410, I'll have to maybe go after it a little bit sooner. But I'll have to play that intraday and see what happens tomorrow. If you can't afford the option, guys, just stay away from the trade. Just stay away from the trade. It's possible that the risk that this trade, the risk tolerance could be outside of your threshold because the options are so expensive. So you might just have to stay away from the trade. No, my strike price is not 350. I'm not buying the 350 strike put. I'm buying the 400 strike put, most likely, if it gets back to 410. If it gets back to 410, I'm buying the 400 put strike. If it does not get back to 410 and it only gets to like 390, whatever, 385, and I have to buy it sooner, I'll let you guys know in chat what strike I'm going after. Yeah, guys, this is exactly why you need to be in the chat room, because I go over this analysis with you live in real time. So like tomorrow, you guys are asking me, right? Well, Mike, what happens if it doesn't get to 410? Well, I'll tell you what happens if we're in chat tomorrow live and we're only at 390 and I'm saying, guys, I'm going after this trade now with the 375 strike put. I'm going to ride it to 350, but you guys got to be in chat in order for us to go through that analysis. But I do this live every single day with my analysis. Kathy, it depends on the contract you're buying. The contracts are completely different prices. One contract will cost you $1,500. Another contract can cost you $6,500. Depends on the contract that you're buying. All right, so good. So nobody else has any other questions? Is it better to buy puts over calls? That totally depends on what you think the stock is going to do. If you think the stock's going to go down, you should buy puts. If the stock's going to go up, you should buy calls. I mean, puts, will gain in value when the stock goes down. Calls will gain in value as the stock goes up. All right. All right, guys. So that does it for the Tesla trade. What I want to do with you now, I want to go over with you guys one of my favorite trading strategies. My absolute favorite chart pattern is the THD triangle. Okay, but I also really like the trade line view up crossover. And I actually had a session today with a member. We were talking about the trade line view up crossover, and I actually had a couple of people at the start of this live stream actually ask me about the trade line and VWAP setup. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that. This is one of those trading strategies that I teach all of our members in chat to help you guys become consistently profitable traders. And I'm going to talk to you guys real quick about that trade line VWAP crossover setup. And to do so, I'm going to go back. I'm going to recap a winning trade that I made just the other day in Sava. And I want to explain to you guys the trade line VWAP crossover in a little bit more detail, just so you guys have a better understanding of what this signal looks like and how to play it and how to get confirmation on it. Okay. So your trade line VWAP crossover, guys, first and foremost, the trade line right now is the light blue teal line that's on my screen. VWAP is my orange line. First and foremost, I do not include pre-market data in my 9 EMA and in my VWAP indicators. If you include pre-market data in yours, they will be different from mine. I do not include pre-market data in my VWAP or 9 EMA indicator. So my trade line is the 9 exponential moving average. Okay. You guys will see it right here, 9 exponential moving average. There it is. Okay, 9 exponential moving average. The trade line VWAP crossover is a setup where when the trade line crosses over and above VWAP for the very first time during the day, sometimes, not all the time, nothing works 100% of the time, but sometimes you get a momentum push in the stock when that crossover occurs. But there are specific signals you can look for that can give you validation and confirmation that trade line VWAP crossover is in fact in play. Because again, this setup, guys, I'm telling you, this is something that I teach members to be consistently profitable trading with. But it's important for you to understand that there's no setup or no indicator that works 100% of the time. So these are things that I'm going to discuss with you that can help you identify when those setups are higher probabilities of working out in your favor. So in the example of Sava, okay, you will see that when we got the very first crossover, the very first time the trade line crossed up and over VWAP, okay, there is 2 things that you want to see to confirm the trade line VWAP crossover. Okay, the 2 things you want to see that confirm a trade line and VWAP crossover are a sharp increase in share price once the crossover occurs. So again, there's your crossover. You want a sharp increase in share price, and you also want an increase in volume. Okay, those are the 2 things that you want to see when a crossover occurs. An increase in share price and an increase in volume gives you a higher probability of this pattern working itself out. Once the trade line and VWAP crossover occurs and you get the increase in volume and you get that quick jump in share price, you can look for that trade line to now act as an area of support while the stock gives you a momentum-based directional move. The trade line indicator is a momentum indicator that will only be in play when a stock is making a clear, definitive, defined directional move, not a consolidation. Your trade line is going to be meaningless during a stock's consolidation. During a breakout and a momentum directional move, your trade line could be in play. And this is one way that you can look for that trade line to be in play. What I want you to notice on this Sava trade is after you got that push and that extension, okay, after you got that push and that extension, you see we get this pullback right back into the trade line. And you'll see that trade line starts to act as an area of support as the stock continues to make its little climb. So the point of this lesson, when I'm talking to you guys here about, this is a trade that we actually made here in TTG. All right, when we're looking at this Sava trade. Where are we? Okay, so here's your Sava trade. Here's your trade line VWAP crossover. Okay, there it is. There's your increase in volume, your increase in share price, and then there is your support level on that trade line as the stock continues to climb higher. Okay, we'll call it the triple Ds. Definitive, defined, directional move. Okay, that is when your trade line indicator comes into play. Oh God, what should you do with your Tesla 500 call for next week? You should sell it. You should sell it. I think Tesla's going lower. Okay, so this is one example. Okay, and now Starving Chartist says, does it work in the reverse to go short? Funny that you shall ask, because I was just about to show you how the exact same scenario works to the downside. And this was my trade recap from yesterday. Yesterday, we talked about what, guys? Yesterday, we talked about my 59% gain in SPY put options, right? This was our recap from just yesterday. We talked about a 59% gain on put options that I made yesterday. In chat, I got the 324 strike, September 23rd expiration put. Excuse me. Okay, yesterday, and we caught him for a 59% gain in chat. All right. Now, what I want to show you here, yes, it also works to the downside. Okay, so to the downside, when a stock gaps down and the trade line crosses underneath VWAP for the first time during the day, sometimes that will trigger a momentum-based directional move to the downside. Okay, a directional move to the downside. And that's exactly what happened here with the SPY. So here you'll see the SPY, we have your trade line indicator works its way down. And then what happens? It becomes resistance. And then you get your trade line VWAP crossover. So there's your trade line resistance, right? There's your trade line resistance. Then you get your trade line VWAP crossover. And then once the trade line crosses over VWAP, you got a quick push down in that share price. Now we're trading the SPY, so you're not going to get as obvious of a spike in volume on the SPY as you would an individual stock like a small cap. But there's your clear directional move to the downside, and then you look for the trade line to become resistance after you get that crossover. And look what happens a couple minutes later. There is your test of the trade line, and it becomes resistance, and that resistance holds and continues to push the stock lower and lower and lower, all the way down to what was that low of the day. And we were peeling profits off the table as the market was continuing to fall. But it all goes back to that trade line VWAP crossover, this time to the downside. And that's how we were able to capitalize on a 59% gain on those SPY put options in chat just yesterday. That was my big win in chat yesterday, okay, based on that trade line VWAP crossover. Does anybody have any questions about the trade line VWAP crossover specifically? So when are you looking to get in? It depends on how you want to play it. You have two choices. You can either enter your trades in anticipation of that crossover, which is what I did yesterday. Yesterday I entered put options right there on that green candle. Right there in that green candle is where I entered put options yesterday, okay? But you can wait for the crossover and then enter on the retest, on the first retest. So once you get the crossover, you can enter on the retest, okay? So that's two entry opportunities on this trade. One, before the crossover, which is a more aggressive entry. Okay, before the crossover, this is a more aggressive entry. I also had other indicators that were getting the same signal. So I went after this trade before the crossover. That's an aggressive entry. But then if you want to wait till after the crossover occurs, there's your crossover. You wait for after the crossover occurs, then you look for the trade line to be resistance, and that's your entry point. Okay, same thing applies to that Sava trade. I'll go back to that Sava trade. Okay, same thing applies to the Sava trade. You can either get in in anticipation of the trade line crossing over, right? You can get in here in anticipation for a crossing over, or you can wait for the crossover, which is there's your crossover, and then you can get long on the first pullback into the trade line. Okay, so those are your entry opportunities, either right before the crossover. Again, that's going to be the more aggressive entry, or you can wait for the crossover and then enter on the first pullback touch to that trade line. All right, and that's how you guys would go about entering that crossover. All right, does anybody else have any questions about the trade line VWAP crossover? Yeah, Kent McHugh, I usually enter my trades all at once. Sometimes I will tier into my position. I always tier out. Sometimes I tier in, but the majority of the time I enter my full position on my entry. All right. Anybody else have any other questions? Cool. All right, guys. So what I want you guys to do real quick before we continue, guys, everyone do me a solid. If you guys have not done so already, if you liked the education, if you liked what I just went over with that trade line VR crossover, if you just learned something with that trade line VR crossover, if you feel better about Tesla and you have a better idea and game plan on what you're going to do with Tesla stock now, I want you to go ahead and smash that like button. Let's get over 400 likes on this video, guys. Smash that like button. Let me know how much you appreciate these live streams. Let me know how much you appreciate these Q&As. I appreciate you guys spending the time with me. Show me how much you appreciate me spending the time with you. Let's get up. There we are. Bang. Just like that. Over 400 likes on the video. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Go ahead and smash that like button for me, guys, one more time. How many people we still have with us on the live stream here? How many of you guys, how many of the non-TTG members do we have here in chat still? Go ahead and type TTG in chat. If you're not a TTG member, I want to see how many people we still have with us. If you're not a TTG member, go ahead and type TTG in chat right now. All right, Michael Wells, Adam, Theo, Jason M, Al Chan, Rolando, French Monster, Trucking, Mo Fitness. Landon Leon says, I'm signing up tomorrow. Yes. Landon, you don't have till tomorrow, brother. Actually, Landon, all right, guys. So Landon just said, I'm signing up tomorrow. And we got a bunch of other people that are typing TTG. Guys, you don't want to wait until tomorrow because that coupon code, okay, I'll put it back up in chat. This expires tonight. So TTG 920, that gets you a 41% discount. That expires tonight. Okay, so you guys want to use that coupon code tonight, TTG 920, while it's still available to make sure you get that $11.98 price point for the whole year because that's the 41% discount price. All right, so for those of you that just typed TTG in chat and you guys are not yet members, use this coupon code, take advantage of this deal while it still lasts, while prices are still low, get the all-day access to our chat room where I share my screen. I'm trading with you guys live. I'm on the microphone. I'm calling out trades in real time. You guys use our trade simulator, our stock screener, use our mobile app, get access to our stock profile due diligence tool. All of our courses, the 15-course curriculum, the same education I received working at a hedge fund. get a free one-on-one mentorship session with your membership, get access to all future courses that come out down the road. So whenever we come out with a brand new course, we just came out with an intro to swing trading course. That's included in your membership. All future courses are included in your membership. The price you pay today is the price you pay for life, guys. Okay? When your membership renews next year, if our membership is $2,200 for the year, if you pay $11.98 today, next year when it comes time to renew, you will only pay $11.98. You're not going to pay the higher price point. So when you take advantage of a discount code like this, you are locking that price in for as long as you're a TTG member. Okay? And of course, you guys will be able to be included in the raffle for the Tesla Model 3. The next three, when we get our next 300 members in True Trading Group, we are raffling off a Tesla Model 3. You can either take the car or $30,000 cash. Okay, so we're going to give away a Tesla Model 3, but if for some reason you don't want the car, we're going to give away $30,000 in cash instead. If you don't want the car, don't do that. Let me give you the keys. I so badly want to hand one of you a set of Tesla keys. You have no idea. I'm so excited to give you guys a Tesla. You have no idea. So don't make me give you the cash. Take the car, damn it. I really want to give you guys the car. I so badly want to give you guys the car. All right. So guys, take advantage of this coupon code TTG920. Take advantage, okay, before before our prices go up, and make sure you guys are included in the raffle to get that Tesla. Okay? And again, guys, you have to look at it this way. And I said this before, and I had a bunch of people comment in chat, and I'm going to say it to you one more time because I want you to understand the extent of this. 80% of our members have made 7 to 10 times their membership fee in the first 6 months of their membership. Of that 80%, 30% of them have made it back in 1 month, regardless of account size. We're talking about whether you've got $500 in your account, $5,000 in your account, or $50,000 in your account, doesn't matter. Okay? These are the stats. We've surveyed members in our chat room. I'm saying to you that if you invested $11.98 in yourself, got the same education I received working at a hedge fund, the same education that allowed me to win Trader of the Year award, okay, while I was working at the hedge fund, and allowed me to become the trader that I am today, you're going to get that same information. It's just a simplified version. I took the 3-month educational program and I've simplified it. That's the curriculum that's available on the website. That's what you get when you become a member of True Trading Group. So you can spend $11.98 right now with this coupon code. Get that education, trade with me live, get a one-on-one, get access to all those resources I talked about, and have an 80% chance of making back 7 to 10 times that. That's me saying spend $11.98 and there's an 80% chance you're going to make $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 within the next 6 months. Who would not take that bet? Because I guarantee you, if we went to Vegas and I said, hey man, there's an 80% chance that it comes out on black, I bet you'd have no problem putting $1,100 down on black. If there was an 80% chance that the dealer was going to bust on blackjack, I bet you would put $1,100 down to gamble that hand. If I told you there was an 80% chance that the Lakers win the NBA championship, I bet you put $1,100 on the Lakers. So I'm telling you now, there's an 80% chance that you're going to make 7 to 10 times your membership fee back in the first 6 months. Take advantage of this coupon code. It's TTG920 before it expires, before our prices go up, and make sure that your name is included in the raffle to win a Tesla Model 3. If you're still unsure, which I don't understand how you possibly could not be, but I understand. You might say, Mike, you're great. I love your live streams. The educational content's phenomenal, but how do I know TTG is any different from the bullshit other services that are out there that I've already paid thousands of dollars for? And the answer is you don't really know. But you can answer that question for yourself by joining our 7-day trial for just $3. Go ahead, join True Trading Group, get access to 3 courses, get 3 days to trade in our chat room live, get access to our member dashboard, our Benzinga news feed, and get access to all of our trade history so you can see for yourself the performance that we have in True Trading Group, and you can trade alongside me for a few days, and you make the determination if you think that you can learn something and be profitable in True Trading Group. Go to ttgthree.com. Again, that's ttgthree.com. It's right there on the screen, and it's a one-time payment of $3. You can upgrade to a full membership at any time. You're under no obligation to do so, and it's a one-time payment, not reoccurring, one time of just $3. It's a cup of coffee. It's a cup of coffee, literally, and a small cup of coffee, not even a large. Okay? So you guys can try us out for a 7-day trial. All right? But TTG3 trial members are not included in the raffle for the Tesla Model 3. Okay? You will not be included in the Tesla raffle if you're a TTG3 member. That is only for full-time TTG members. Okay? So join the crew, guys. Join the family. Use coupon code TTG920 before our prices go up and before you miss out on your chance at winning a Tesla Model 3. All right? So that just about does it here for us here tonight, guys. You guys were awesome. Let's focus on Tesla tomorrow. Battery day is behind us. I think Tesla is going to 350. I'm looking to capitalize on put options on Tesla. I hope this live stream helped. Okay, I hope this live stream helped. I hope you guys are, I hope you feel more comfortable with the trade line VWAP crossover. I hope you're excited about the Tesla Model 3 because I'm excited about the Tesla Model 3. Believe me, guys, I cannot wait to hand one of you the keys to a brand new Tesla. And what better day to make that official announcement than Battery Day? Okay? What better day? How much is a lifetime? If you're interested in a lifetime membership, so McPhee, if you're interested in a okay, there you go. We just typed it right in chat. All right, the lifetime membership, guys, is $5,500 for a lifetime membership, but you also get there's some extra cool perks. That includes 4 one-on-ones each year with a pro trader. All right, that includes 4 one-on-ones per year if you guys want to join the lifetime membership. All right. And that's it, gang. All right. So that's it, everybody. Everyone take care. Have a fantastic night. I appreciate each and every single one of you joining me on these live streams. I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys learned something. And until next time, I will see all of you in chat here tomorrow, and we'll look to see how we can capitalize on Tesla. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining me. You guys are the best. I'll see you guys all live in chat tomorrow, and we'll figure